Cred că ăsta vrea un... Cred că ăsta vrea un install pe Windows 10. În această seară minunată. Am luat un crash atât de random. Un crash atât de fucking random. Mhm. Mai ales că și VR am văzut că nu prea îi place Windows 11. Să vezi tu de nou. Bun, hai skip dialog că asta am făcut.
Yes, let's get...
In that case, very chic.
Ok.
Thank you.
Victor. Yes, the carriage.
Welcome to the Imperial Hotel. How may I help you?
Ligia Shulska, here on the invitation of Svetlana Rumyantseva.
Yes, we are expecting you, of course. The soiree is taking place in apartment 237, second floor. I wish you a thrilling and successful evening.
Merci.
I'm impressed. How did you sort that out?
Our name still means something. Let's do our best to keep it that way, all right?
Ok. Ok. Zici că parcă m-au ales. Opa. Serpent.
Who are you, my golden slithering friend?
Victor? Victor. Victor! Can you hear me?
Yes, of course.
These people are just waiting for us to put a foot wrong, understand? We're walking into the Viper's Den, brother.
Everything's all right. I just got a little lost in thought. I'll be good, I promise. I'm going to hang around here a little longer. I'll meet you upstairs.
See you there.
Trebuie să am grijă să ne-i... Oh? Aha. Oh. Bird, shines a bitter eye. Yes, Sophia.
Well, someone new.
Good evening.
Good evening, Viktor Shulski.
Irina Orlova of those Orlovs. This is Natalia Obolenskaya, and this strangely quiet soul is our delightful Sofia Skawan.
Irina is exaggerating. Nice to meet you, Mr. Shulski.
The Governor General's daughter herself. How do?
What can you tell us?
How are you enjoying yourselves?
We can't complain. Seeing as we're debutantes, we're getting a lot of attention.
Really?
Maybe you'll tell us something about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard a certain secret. Do you want to hear it?
Come now, we won't tell anyone.
Tease them a little first.
Someone was recently playing with a lock on one of the gilded cages, wondering what would happen if all the birds escaped captivity. And I know for certain it was one of you.
Sophia, that sounds like you. Admit it.
And now what will happen to us, Mr. Shulsky?
So just a trade for another secret? Na, când vreau să mă duc pe
I
calea.
assure you, your secrets are safe with me. On one condition.
What's that?
In exchange for my discretion, I need another secret of yours. That's the only way to keep everyone in check.
What should I choose?
Our fathers don't know we're here. There you are.
How naughty. None of your fathers know?
None. Especially not Sophia's. Otherwise, he wouldn't have let her come.
I'm very satisfied with this trade.
And what now?
I need to slip away for a moment.
We should go as well. We've really forgotten ourselves around you.
That's nice to hear, but I understand. The soiree won't wait.
I hear Rumyantseva has invited a real medium.
Will there be ghosts? That I'd like to see.
Ok. Iar că nu sunt ei. Hai să vedem ce găsim cu ăștia, nu? Sergei.
What did we come here for? These soirees are for old people.
Good evening. May I?
Please, we're not discussing anything consequential.
You keep on worrying about yourselves. I intend to make the most of this evening.
See, I told you he was in love. Miss Scowan is out of your league, my friend.
To say nothing of her father.
Old Scowen and I are practically on first-name terms now. You'll see.
I'm sure.
So, one eye-catching girl has already got an admirer. What does that leave us, Maxime?
Not much. The dull, the silly, or, well, the old.
En parlant de Ligia Shulska, she just passed this way.
Pigs will fly before someone fancies her.
She'd actually prefer Sophia Scowan, according to what I've heard. Well, what do you think?
Nu siempre eu observo se aborda canto do corpo. Pedro de Sofia, but there's... Aha.
My name is Viktor Shulsky.
Well, there we have it.
You don't have to remember to say that because your pride is too low. Ah, deci putem să...
And I don't like what I just heard, especially about my sister.
And, what are you going to do about it?
Aha. Ok.
Pardon me, gentlemen. I promised that I would be well behaved tonight.
Lunatic.
Mhm. Opa. Dai ceva pe aici. Posta reprezintă misterioasă Madame Samira. Rod? Na, nimic, că altfel s-ar fi aprins ceva. Ia uite-l.
Mr. Shulsky?
I didn't expect to see you here, of all places.
You don't know how very flattering that is. And what brings you to the Imperial?
I could ask you the same question.
I'm passing the time.
Ah, curious hobby.
I'm simply interested in people.
Do you know these circles well?
They're not hard to figure out. A gang of none-too-bright layabouts, chasing amusement after amusement after amusement.
Do you feel part of that gang?
I'm not one of them. And neither are you. Nor was your father.
If I may, there's one question niggling at me. How did you get so many scars?
Why do you ask?
I've heard that Russian officers in training have drunken duels with sabers after hours.
No. A very peculiar custom, if that's true.
So where did those scars come from?
I've led an interesting life.
Who are you, really?
Just someone who wants to enjoy himself at a party.
Perché mai ne erai bored?
The cream of Warsaw society is here, so I thought it would be worth showing my face.
With a name like yours, I'm sure you fit right in. After all, someone must have invited you.
I'm not worthy. My sister brought me along out of pity, I think.
And so, Miss Ligia is here too.
Why do you ask?
No reason. What are you hoping for this evening?
Who knows? Maybe I'm keeping an eye out for the future Mrs. Shulska.
Best of luck. You'll need it, since Ligia ended up with the entire inheritance.
How do you know all these things?
People talk, I listen. That's all.
Who did you say you were to my father?
A trusted acquaintance. I supported him with good advice. Though truth be told, he rarely needed it. Your father had a gift for making good decisions.
Which of my father's decisions would those be?
Ones that were good for your family. Perhaps we'll have the chance to return to this another time.
Asta nu e locul, nu?
Mr. Shulski.
Yes, I'm sure.
O să fie aici? Nu? Da. Doar pe aici?
Thaumaturge never fails me. There is something here.
Yep. Empty champagne glasses. Opa. Covered by the red cloud with images of constellations. On forum property of Madame Samira. Asta să fie The Snake?
Maybe that's enough. What do you want?
Opa.
The trick with entering someone's head. I know one person who can do that.
You're not much of a thaumaturge if you can't. Have you come here to torment me? Unmask me?
I don't see any fun in unmasking you.
So what do you want?
your Syrian is quite impressive.
Flattery will get you nowhere.
Madame, you're being impolite. What about a little competition? We'll see who wins.
I'll pass.
Okay.
I think your idea of pretending to be a medium is fantastic.
It sounds like I impress you.
How many people know?
Is that a threat?
I noticed a wild saluter here. I understand your being here has something to do with him in particular.
Keep your nose out of this.
Why?
Because I'm warning you.
Opa.
What do you know about this saluter? Do you know its name?
Don't you?
A name doesn't tell us much anyway. All that matters is picking out the person in this crowd with the flaw.
I know perfectly well who carries the flaw. Another reason for you to stay out of it.
Opa.
That's not such a ladylike tone, madame. Maybe we should just let the best one catch that saluter.
You mean yourself?
Mm-hmm.
The person with the flaw attended the seance, right? So I'm on the right track.
Have you finished?
So should we finish up?
That would be best. And listen to me carefully, Mr. Whatever your name is.
Shulsky, but you can call me Victor.
Now, Mr. Shulsky, you will vanish like a bad dream, and I will get back to work.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's not gonna happen.
And the general says to him, "Tell us something funny." Then Bautsky replies, "General, why don't you shoot a cannon first?"
That's a good one. I'll have to tell it tomorrow at the Orwoffs.
Who might this be joining our conversation? You know, sir, your face looks familiar to me.
My name is Viktor Shulsky.
Ah, yes, I can see something in your eyes. I was sorry to hear about your father.
I'll see you next time, darling. Wonderful party.
Okay.
See you there.
I think I've offended the creme de la creme of Warsaw.
This is hardly the creme de la creme. How do you find my soirée?
How is it being part of the Tsar's court?
It is a blessing and a curse. Forgive me if I do not elaborate.
Mm-hmm.
I admit I'm getting reacquainted with the social scene.
You spent a long time traveling, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
15 years. Over that time, I got used to harsher surroundings.
And believe me, drawing rooms can be just as dangerous as untamed steppes. You've met Anastasia and Marina. What about the others?
I've already met several distinguished guests. Madame Samira definitely stands out.
She is exceptional, isn't she? Her presence is the crowning glory of the evening. Has anyone else caught your eye?
Ivan Konieczkin, for instance. Apparently, he knew my father.
How remarkable. I wasn't aware. Konieczkin is something of a secretive person. And have you yet had occasion to meet the debutants of this season?
I'll be sure to seek them out.
This evening, Sofia Skowen herself is to grace us with her presence.
Well, well.
I suggest you move quickly. The competition is fierce.
Mm-hmm.
The crux of the matter is that I'm here because of my father. You knew him.
That doesn't sound like a question. Of course, I was his customer. I truly am sorry for you, both of you. The death of someone close is always a dreadful blow. Please accept my condolences.
Svetlana Petrovna, I must insist. Can you tell me something more about my father?
Mr. Shulsky, I assure you we have the most delectable vodka. Besides that, I warmly encourage you to join Madame Samira's séance. It will be an unforgettable experience.
Okay.
I wonder, is that truly everything our soirée can offer you?
I've got no choice
You
but to
notice
suffer
the
through
subtle
tonight.
No need to mince words.
Mi-a și dispărut la repede. With me, maybe she's anxious about all the gossip, hungry is around, still I can feel she wants to tell me something, or she wants her surrounding closely, maybe I can learn something that way. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I felt something. Where is it?
Okay, Styron, okay. Travel chest. Time order is looks like new, probably heavy. The silk is soft and cool to the touch. The wax was peeled and concealed. Okay. Open. Uh-huh. String of pearls. One could buy a small town with it. Tuk 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 tuk. No wonder Svetlana was ready to talk when she felt someone watching her closely, especially if that someone knows a lot about her, and maybe in her desire to escape. Besides, she has an affair with my father. Maybe I can make her confide in me, and then I'll ask her about what I came for. Să vorbești cu Ligia. Poți să vorbesc cu ea ceva?
Shulsky, don't play with me.
I saw one of your posters. You look different in it.
Really, the illustration doesn't reflect reality.
How should I take that? No one warned me that I should get in costume for the party.
I beg your pardon.
I'm just noting that you stand out among these boring guests.
Impudent.
Just a bit uncouth, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know the hostess well?
Will you leave me alone if I say I don't?
No.
Svetlana Petrovna invited me, and I am doing my best to meet her expectations. Let's keep out of one another's way.
Whose soul are you summoning tonight, dear madame?
I only know which one I'd prefer to banish. Shoo!
Maybe my dead father's. If you manage that, it would spare me a lot of trouble.
Now we'll never know.
Mm-hmm.
I'll disappear. For now.
Sometimes it's good to let things go and leave other people in peace. For your own benefit.
I think I'll take up this gauntlet.
Vrei să mai vorbesc cu sora mea. Balcony.
I was looking for you.
Do you smoke, Mr. Shulsky?
I've quit.
In light of our approaching conversation, why don't we dispense with the pleasantries? Call me Svetlana.
Victor.
Ask.
You two had an affair.
Two grown-up, lonely people found momentary comfort in each other's arms. But romance wasn't behind that relationship. It was just that we were both looking in the same direction.
Yeah.
What do you mean by looking in the same direction? The burned note. Who sent it? I only sensed underhanded kindness.
Da, the Ochrana. I don't know which one of them exactly, if that's what you're asking. I've worked hard at it.
The Ochrana?
It stands for Отделение по охранению общественной безопасности и порядка. In other words, the secret police.
I know what they are. I'd like to know what they want.
Knowledge. The Tsar's eyes and ears must be on guard. They infiltrate not only the city, but most importantly, the court. And me and my soirees too, I'm sure.
When did you receive this note?
A few weeks ago, back before your father.
I see. That large travel chest. You changed your mind
O să plece?
About whether or not to pack. Right then, I wanted to escape badly, but that would have had its own consequences. In this game of false appearances, I'm the best.
I still don't know how this lovely note ended up in your hands. But in addition, I found a lovely strings of pearls, and on it, your feelings of guilt.
Your power is terrifying. Do you know that?
Your feelings of guilt. Did they have something to do with the Romanov court?
With the whole empire. Ruski mir im podawaj. We, the establishment, perceive the need for change. We want reform. The Colossus is already teetering, but if it falls... La guillotine, mon chéri. But I want to live, Victor. Ideally, closer to the west.
Da. Să povestim ce se întâmplă la vest. Lumea vrea să fugă către vest. Bine, deși aici încă 40 de ani.
Tsarina Alexandra gave you those pearls. You two are close.
I am her confidant. I could call her my friend. I see how much she devotes to her family and the nation.
Yet something has changed. Where was my father in all this?
Willingly or otherwise, he was part of the establishment that wanted change and could see revolution before it arrived.
The Ochrana knew about you, hence the note.
They must have noticed something. Isn't it time you told me why you really came to my soirée?
What do you intend to do now?
Nothing. The soirées will continue. Society has come to expect it. Everything will stay the same. I myself shall manage.
Do you think the Ochrana killed my father?
Your father was crushed by a building. I don't think that's how the Ochrana works.
Perhaps you're right. I hoped you might know something about the Black Grimoire. My father left it to me in his will, but the grimoire has gone missing.
No. And the collapsed building? Have you been there?
Not yet.
However, how hard it is, you should check there. It will give you more understanding than all the investigators put together. My dear boy, I know nothing about Stanisław's book. I'm sorry, but I can't help you there. But I will not
Păi
let
când
you
nu rămână
leave
mesajul ăla, că n-am
empty-handed. I strongly believe that there's one place you ought to visit. What you find there belongs to you.
Thank you.
No, thank you for listening.
Mhm. Stai să... Opa.
I
Oxê.
know you. I remember you from books. What's your name? Don't run away.
Splendid ladies, distinguished gentlemen, the hour is at hand.
Nu zic că trebuia să mă duc să iau ăla. Trebuia să mă duc să iau ăla, așa
With lights dimmed and the curtains drawn, the souls of the dead slowly gather among us. On their command, I will give the chosen among you a tarot card as your invitation to the table.
For you, sir?
The Fool.
Fool. Our dear madame is fooling around and thinks you can scare me off. I'm done wasting time on this.
Let us gather in secret ritual. Let's not keep the souls waiting too long. Let us also make every effort together not to spoil their visit.
Mhm. Imediat dacă merg lucrurile așa.
Mr. Shulsky, may I have a word?
How can I help?
My friends and I are just playing Truth Order, and now it's my turn. Won't you dazzle me with your powers?
As a result of your decision, this path is closed.
First, please tell me the rules of this game.
Of course, I'm being silly. After all, you've been away a long time. It's simple. Each player in turn must admit a truth or accept a dare. Anyone who doesn't must drop out of the game and thereby loses. And I don't like to lose.
Okay.
I would guess that to you, a dare would be the lesser of two evils.
How very perceptive. It involves finding out my comrades' secrets. Irina, Maxim, or Sergei. The trick is that you're cleverer at it than I am.
Ah.
Your companions don't have anything against a little ruse like this?
It's not deception, it's resourcefulness. In theory, there's no rule against asking for help. Please don't make me beg, Mr. Shulsky.
Let me see what I can find. Will any secret do?
Any. I'll wait anxiously for your return.
Okay.
I'll take a look around.
Mind 3. A minute. Mind 3. Da, dar da cu... Nu e ca și când de la pest. Știi pe chestia aia? Să vorbești cu ea un pic.
Gentlemen, meet my brother.
Viktor Shulsky.
The last Shulsky to wear trousers. You don't know that. Miss Ligia could yet produce an heir to the fortune.
Maybe even with me, if she doesn't tell my wife.
But let's talk like men. You intend to take over your father's company, correct?
Gentlemen, my sister knows what she's doing. Across the world, women rule over entire societies, like Great Britain. Do you remember Queen Victoria?
I suppose it's true what they say about you.
Yes? What's that?
You've lost your mind.
Maybe you have mental problems?
Thank you. I've worked long and hard at that.
Good luck with your business, miss.
I almost feel sorry for them.
Have I crossed the line?
Nonsense. You know, thank you for believing in me, especially in front of other people. It means a lot. Any progress with Svetlana?
Yes, then.
I've taken a long, deep look at Samira. She's no medium. Samira is a thaumaturge on the hunt.
On the hunt?
Madame has spotted a salutar that's attached to one of the guests.
What kind of salutor?
Remember those fairy tales Mother used to read us? And the legend of the golden snake?
Yes, Veles.
Yes. I'm glad you're here.
Are you also hunting for him?
I admit I like to have him. I haven't.
The
made
Slavic
one.
lord of the underworld, the god
Be
of wealth,
careful.
a schemer. The Sora
Yeah,
gives him the
that's why I
perfect
haven't
conditions
made
for
up my
feeding,
mind.
clothing and asta.
Sofia Skawan, the Governor General's daughter. Do you know her?
No, and I don't suggest you make her acquaintance either. Skawon can't stand thaumaturges.
Okay.
Guess who I ran into again? All mysterious and carved up.
Asta completează
Ivan Konieczkin?
What do you know about him?
Not much. He was an acquaintance of Papa's. Well, in theory, it's thanks to him that we're here.
What? Ligia?
I know that nothing comes for free, but he really didn't want anything.
Yeah, he looks like a real altruist. You enjoying yourself in this Viper's den?
The vodka is quite tolerable. I'm observing my own brother taking out his anger on ordinary mortals.
I don't know what you're talking about. Unfortunately, Svetlana doesn't want to breathe a word of it.
I'm sure she doesn't trust you. In company like this, that speaks well of her.
Why the cold shoulder, Ligia?
I've never liked her. Her manner gets under my skin. I've heard she's a dreadful schemer.
Usually refrains from gossiping. She's always been the first to condemn such behavior, much as though she may have caused the salutary's influence on the environment.
Did you know that Papa had an affair with the host of this party?
Are you sure?
Absolutely. As sure as the thaumaturge can be. I felt what he felt when, well, you know.
Oh, stop! That's disgusting. Quickly, change the subject.
I'm
going.
Bun. Must empty glasses in case someone here is a fast drinker. Pa? The loner. Maxim is lonely. As a shot of that, he tries to drown his feelings in alcohol, but the effect of the His attention is drawn by Sofia's friend Irina. Okay. He sat on the sofa, full of cigarette butts. The smoking was accompanied by a joyful conversation. Sophia's friends were happy that Chandler Photos band. They like to watch her clever intrigues, provide them with topics. The cigarette must have been loose on them. If only their father saw they were doing. Sophia spreads her wings when she's out of her father's sight. Watching her scheming is sheer pleasure. Plucked leaves. Someone has nervously plucked palm leaves. Irina wood leaves around her finger with a band of plucked and discreetly immersed in toes. Sophia's charade and Maxim. And about him, but now she won't hesitate. She eventually failed to make a move. Hesitancy prevents Irina from making a decision. She feels torn. She would like to indulge herself and spend some time with Maxim, but she cannot make a move. Thus, she's in limbo, going over all possible scenarios in her head. Okay. The wooden armrests look better. The frustrating through open Sergei's mind as he sat on the chair watching Sophia from afar. Why did Sophia suddenly start ignoring him? He would do anything for her if she asked. I promise that Sophia won't speak at all. She takes no notice to him. Can't stop thinking about Sophia. He cares about her so much he's willing to do anything for her. He can't understand why Sophia doesn't reciprocate his feelings, which frustrates him. He considers me a rival admirer.
They're getting impatient. What have you found out?
Maxim only has one thing on his mind. Miss Irina.
Oh, I knew it! Might Irina return his interest?
Miss Irina would like to get to know Maxim better, but she keeps hesitating.
What? She never told me. Some friend she is.
Oh, I was wondering where you'd gone off to.
You know Sergei, don't you?
We're already acquainted.
Mr. Shulsky and I have completed my extra difficult dare together.
At your service.
Now time for truth. Are you seeing anyone?
She seems to be toying with me. She keeps boldly asking about my private matters, looking for strength in her impertinence. I only wonder if she's toying with Victor Shulsky, the person of the Thaumaturge. The scheme has made her the elite favorite. Her plots provide distraction and make up the gossip. At the moment I'm the object of her game. She's teasing me to spite her father, who hates Thaumaturge origins, a sharer to mask her loneliness.
Maybe we should not reveal all our secrets to one another right away.
Mr. Shulsky, our time is up. Sophia and I must leave for the seance. Madame is waiting.
Thank you once more.
See you. Therefore, Veles chased Sophia Skawan and her floor here. She seemed like such an innocent girl, didn't she? It's no coincidence she focused on me. After all, old Skawan hates thaumaturges. The little scout. If I want to discern that little schemer's flaw, I'll have to join that sepulchral table. Either her scheming or her jealous knight in shining armor will help me identify her flaw. I hope her father doesn't find out.
Uploading this by scheming to finish, so he has a fondness for heist and playing games. Okay. Insight is ruled by the flaw of the shine. In order to capture him, I'll have to play by the rules here, which means exposing Sophia to some steering experience. I sense that a scandal is inevitable.
Is this seat free?
The energy is dissipating. Ladies and gentlemen, I am losing contact with these souls.
Well, it was the souls that chose me after all.
It's true. The gentleman has a card.
Let us lay our hands on the table. Let us allow our minds to liberate themselves from our bodies toward the edges of the world as you know it.
Are you thinking of someone exceptional whom you wish to summon?
Leave her alone.
Sergei, this has nothing to do with you.
Dear guests, I implore you, the souls!
You lack the dimension force of us. You lack the dimension force of Silent Mind 1.
Is that jealousy I hear?
Stand here, right now!
I accept the challenge right now.
Focus on someone you want to make contact with.
Would a duel make you happy, miss? Between this poor man and me?
Are you all going to fight now?
Choose a location.
A duel over me would be truly beyond exciting.
Yes, I think so too.
Don't you dare! You were supposed to stay away. I was supposed to leave here with Velis. All that work for nothing.
Tell me, what don't I understand?
Do you know who she is? Who her father is?
Say you'll do Sophia a favor.
You're right. Sophia Skawan was meant to have her flaw removed, discreetly. But I suppose it's too late for that, isn't it?
Okay.
Someone hired you to remove the flaw from
Her
Sophia.
father, huh?
Who?
Take a guess. Anyway, it doesn't matter now.
All right, take Veles. He's yours.
Keep him. It's not him I was after, fool. What's done can't be undone. Sophia Skawan is now the center of the scandal. I hope we don't all come to regret it.
Ja vaidel. Start the fight. Mi ha dato empowerment, ok. Zece. Da, ne bine să facă ea. 24? Cât avea asta? 28? Mi-a dat blitz 6 ture. Cum a rămas șobolanul? 2. Ok. Doar ăla și-a luat suffering. Nu mai am focus, though. Mhm. Trebuie să-mi scot debuff-urile alea de pe mine. Dă iupirule, dă iupirule.
Rasputin sees you, then you'll stop fighting me.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, this evening the souls were particularly restless.
The souls have now told me everything I needed to hear.
And you, sir, what can you tell us?
Sergei, please wait a moment.
Mr. Shulsky, there are only so many humiliations a gentleman can tolerate. I have reached my limit. Congratulations to you both.
I can see I won't convince you.
Okay.
I have to explain myself. It was me who provoked the whole situation. Sergei didn't have anything to do with it.
But what was all this for?
What's going on here? The guests are complaining, and with good cause, I see. We're terminating this disaster.
One moment. First, Mr. Shulsky will explain himself.
Yeah.
For my own, freely chosen reasons. I was looking for something here, and I found it. I regret that it was at someone else's expense.
Enough wistful chatter. Will the gentleman with a book be leaving peacefully, or should we show him out?
No need, I can make it to the door. Madame, honored guests.
Victor, don't scare me like that.
Mr. Shulsky, are you alright?
I think it's time for us to go.
I'll snug us a carriage.
You'll have a hard time at this hour. I'll drop you off.
See, you can always count on Mr. Konieczkin.
Victor. Thank you. That's very polite.
Lilith, da! Înainte de a deveni, vezi? Deci prima ei viață, nu?
Thank you for an interesting evening.
Ok.
I'm sorry it all turned out like this.
Not tonight, please.
Ligia. Good night.
Aha.
Where's Grażyna when I need her?
Go to Rasputin to tame it.
Hello?
Hello? Hello? Victor?
Speaking.
Victor, Uncle Sasha here. How are you? Have you visited your old stomping ground yet?
Yes, I'm fine, thank you. And how are you, Uncle?
I wanted I need your help, boy. It's a very delicate matter. Are you able to find a moment for your uncle?
Tell him you can say it.
All right. So where should we meet?
Remember where I took you kids for donuts?
I do.
Let's meet there. Maybe
Mă
we
știu
can
de ce
reminisce
lumea
about the old days.
urlă la
Better
telefon.
days. See you then, Victor. Thank you.
Trebuie să mă duc la Rasputin. They alive. Ok. În fază trebuie să mă duc la Rasputin, lover of the Russian Queen. Mapă. Unde este? Point of interest. Apara cât scova ăsta 7. E papa scova asta 7, nu? Ba?
Hello.
Indeed, fanciable.
Up close, I would even say a solid 8, wouldn't you?
I don't know. We'll see when he turns around. Eight it is.
Yes.
Will you show us something more?
May I ask what you ladies are doing?
What everyone does. We're evaluating.
A solid 8?
Solid 8 is a solid 8?
On a scale from 1 to 10, you look quite spiffy, sir.
Why are you smoozing with some sucker who's already suited and booted for his own funeral? And you, lousy fop, got an itch in looking for some philandering at the Marble Orchard, are you?
6, 5.
0. There's nothing here for you. Mr. 8 got some you-know-what, so he caught our eye. And vice versa, I can tell.
Get ready for some shellacking, lads. We got a dandy looking for some extra ventilation. And, as luck would have it, not too far from the orchard either.
Sir, you have the unique opportunity of becoming a 10.
Da. Nu pot momentan să-l controlez pe ăsta. Reduce impact on honor focus by 1. Attack with Bukavak to disable it. Bun, deci trebuie să-l atac cu Peer pe ăsta și să schimb, să-l atac pe ălalt cu... Deci pe ăsta cu Upirul. Trebuie să schimb Upirul. Fătar că am trebuit să... Au. Ce damage dă? Ce gosul ăla? Hei! Ambele corcoduși. Numai că o să mă moară. Dacă nu reușesc să-l atac. E pula că mă atacă el pe mine primul. Timpul. Aoleu, bine că nu m-ai dat în Palestina. Siberia undeva. Vreau să dau disable și la ăla. La unul i-am dat.
Get a steak for when your life is at stake. Make any vampire quickly retire. An aspen steak for you, sir? Premium wood, carved at midnight on the solstice.
Vrăjeala răs în el.
The steaks are exquisite, I must admit. What else do you sell?
Holy icons, miraculous Marys, salt.
Table salt?
Consecrated, but the steaks, I tell you, sir, ever since they buried the magician, they've been selling like hotcakes. Anyone with some sense buys them.
Do you believe in all of this?
I believe in money. And if people are willing to buy a stick out of fear, then who am I to argue?
Vampires? I don't think so.
What do you mean? The dead rising at the cemetery? They must be vampires.
Vampires are salutors attracted by blood and sizzling passion. There's nothing interesting for them among the dead.
It's what people believe that matters.
This buried magician, is it Shulsky?
I think so. It makes no difference to me what his name was.
For him, steaks are not enough. We need to call the Pope.
Don't tell anyone or I'll lose my livelihood.
Goodbye. I hope the vampires don't take revenge on you.
They have no interest in me. I'm anemic. Please, tell your friends. On Wednesdays, I sell 4 steaks for the price of 2.
What is this foolishness? Open this gate!
Right. No one can keep us from entering the cemetery. It's a free country. Well, how long are you going to keep wagging your chins? If it's closed, it's closed! Oh, Mr. Shulsky, finally.
I read your message. What is it about?
I won't talk about it out here in front of these boors. Come inside. You're letting him in, Gravedigger? What the hell is going on? Shut your mouths or I won't open till Judgment Day. This is about your father, you know.
All right, let's see what this is about.
Bah!
What did my father do this time?
I've got two pieces of news, so to speak. There's bad news, and I'm not sure what the other one is. Which do you want to hear first?
Tell me the bad news.
Today some rebel rousers came here and started making trouble. They ravaged your family tomb.
What do you mean, ravaged?
I couldn't believe it either. I sent you a note immediately.
What about the other news?
One night, I went out and saw the dead lying around. But not in their places, you know? In the pathways. And then I saw their graves dug up, as if the dead crept right out of the ground.
And these bodies are still lying here?
No, of course not. You can't do that. But if you want to learn more about the case, they might come out again tomorrow night. People are starting to talk about resurrections and the end of the world. Resurrections and now these maniacs. Judgment Day seems to be upon us.
Those vandals that ravaged the tomb, what did they look like?
I closed the gate because they're still hanging around there. Why don't you see for yourself, you know?
According to my knowledge, dead bodies don't rise on their own. Were there any witnesses? Any noise at night? Traces?
Nothing. Just the stiffs in odd places.
Goodbye.
Get rid of this scum at once.
Ok. Deci pot să fac save. Save 5.
Oh, darn it. Look at him.
I think he's a real, you know, temperamencer.
I'll show you how you talk to magicians. Are you so eager to die, Tempermancer?
Gentlemen, don't take it personally, but I can't allow you to continue this devastation. My sister spent a fortune on the engraving. She'll kill me if she finds out what happened here.
Then she'll have to get in line.
Aha. Cu pir. Deci cu bucavacul trebuie să dau în ăsta. După trebuie să schimb pe Bobolan, pe ăsta. Două mâna la ficat. Chiar că am dat una la ficat. Păi grăsule. Cât dai? Am când ți-am dat una, du-te, mă. Grasule, vrei și tu una? Ok. Am avut tot a venit să-și mi-a dat un picior în... De să dau așa puțin petrol. Bam.
Let's take a look around.
Discard crowbar. Ok. A page? Demons. Hop. So there was uprising of the cholera epidemics. Mă trebuie să vorbesc cu asta. Am rezolvat. Nu?
So, Mr. Shulsky, you gave those lads by the tomb a good belting, huh? I could hear the echoes.
Thank you, but they weren't too keen to talk, and I have a few questions to ask.
Maybe I could help, you know?
What is the WAS? Those fellas at the mausoleum were connected with it.
Ah, the Warsaw Anti-Thaumaturge Society. Loonies, you know. Ever since your father was laid to rest here, they've been yelling their heads off by the walls.
Where can I find their bosses? You know?
Why? Do you smell blood? There's one behind the cemetery wall inciting the crowd. Ask him. Once you have cleaned up near the mausoleum, I can open the gate.
Okay. I will say he beat my guys directing soon as I put them on the blacks. In order to learn more about them, I should find by the cemetery wall. Okay.
Goodbye.
Good luck with the WAS, you know? Let me know when you get rid of them.
Asta e. Doar că...
Have you been feeling tired lately?
Yes.
Have your wives been hysterical? Your chickens getting sick? Milk going sour for no reason?
Bravo, sunt motive generale.
Yes, that's all caused by tempermancy. Curses, black magic, evil energy.
Are you the one giving orders to the WAS?
Look who's here. A magician temperomancer. The enemy of humankind.
The ruiner of good fun and the vanquisher of children's smiles. I'll ask again, who is in charge of this circus?
The president told us what you are. If you want to ask him about something in person, have a look at the brochure like the others.
Deci nu e el.
You know how to read, right?
I must disagree with some of your points.
Like what?
Wives are becoming hysterical. There's a simple answer for that. If I had a half-witted husband like that, I'd lose it too. Better go home and think about whether you're catering to all of their needs, like real men should, rather than running around these rallies. You! When was the last time you took care of your wife properly?
It's been a while. I'll go apologize to her.
Și da, aici să vezi cum vă îndrept eu de vălăt calea. Hai.
Actually, I'll go too. To my Halincia.
Aha.
What have you done? Who am I going to speak to now?
Ia să dăm.
So, Mr. Shulsky,
Aha. Ah, bine. Nici nu mai contează.
good luck.
Am scăpat de el. What do you mean?
Yes, sir?
Please let me in. It's urgent.
You can't just turn up like this. What will I tell sir and madam?
Fear not, I'm here for Rasputin.
I can sense he's in the drawing room.
I can sense, îl simt. Ok. L-ai simțit? Iar s-a blocat, man. De ce? Please tell me. Ok. Avem ceva probleme cu joculețul ăsta, se pare. A?